find them young guys, those young, explosive, just guys that just want to hurt you.
It's so crazy because that's one of the reasons why I retired. I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting any younger.
No.
These guys are coming in here 18, fresh, and like good because they've been training the last 10 years since I started, you know? And then when I'm like, I'm not about to be one of those guys that getting beat up by these young kids.
Let me ask you this though: is it because you see it? Is it because you see it with young guys when they fight, or is it because you're training with the young guys? Like if you train with guys like Usman and those guys, right, and they're young and up and coming and they're hungry,
but
you see how good they are.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, okay.
By just training with them, you know what I mean? First of all, it's kind of common sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you're not, obviously you know you're not getting any younger.
Yeah,
you feel it.
You feel it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think about how I was when I was 24, 25, and now I just turned 35, and I'm like, I don't feel the same.
Yeah.
10 years can do a lot.
Yeah.
Hell, a year can do a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, if I get one of these little suckers in here that hits like me, I'm like, you know, I don't want to be one of those guys that, you know, you end up getting beat up by younger guys. And then people stop respecting you because they say, you know, oh, you suck. You should have quit a long time ago. And like a fighter that's used to winning and stuff like that does not want to hear anything like that. You know, people that don't hang out with us fighters and stuff or live that lifestyle like we do, they don't understand it.
No.
So they get to talk.
Yeah.
And that's the part that sucks because we can't really do much about it when they start talking, even though we want to.
Yeah,
You want to.
but there's nothing to be convinced.
Y'all don't understand. I got trained with Matt. Dude, every time Matt fights, I get a whole crowd. I'm like, yo, y'all got to watch him fight. Some crazy shit is about to happen. And before you know it, he do some crazy shit. Because the last time I had my people watching Matt, it was when he fought Fedor. And I said, hey, yo, watch. Some shit about to happen because it always happened in practice and it happened every fight. The first damn punch they threw, both of them dropped.
Got dropped.
Dude, hey, I didn't even watch the whole fight. I was laughing so hard the whole time.
I've never seen that in a big promotion. I've never seen two guys get dropped at the same time in a big promotion. You see it all the time in small shows.
Well,
But, like,
Shoney did it with those two guys.
Oh, shit.
They caught each
That's
other.
right.
Both of them kicked at the same time and threw a right hand.
That's so funny though when you see it, when you actually see it in person. I was like, oh shit,
It's like a Rocky movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've kicked somebody nuts before in a fight.
Yeah.
I did it against DJ Linderman in World Series of Fighting, very first one, and I was standing. I was standard. I thought I turned my hip enough, but apparently I didn't. But it went right up the middle, like right up the middle. You could have swore I was kicking a field goal.
So if you have a steel cup, if another guy has a steel cup, would that hurt your foot, right?
Yeah, it hurts the foot, but then you don't really feel it. It depends on if it because the plastic cups kind of come up under your taint a little bit. The steel cups don't. They just cover your
You
junk.
see it? That's me kicking them right in the nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, the steel ones actually just cover right over the front, and then it has like a leather wrap pad that goes all around the edge.
Oh, okay.
The plastic ones have like just a little bit of a rubber pad, like gel that goes around the edge.
I mean,
the problem with the rubber one is
There's a little thigh on there, you know.
Inside of his thigh, so that's why I looked at her. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
He's lying.
But then
Come
after
on.
I saw it, I was like, "Yeah, I got him."
Yeah.
Oh, so when you kicked him, you thought like you had the thigh?
No, yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I actually.
oh no, that's right up the middle.
And he moved too, right? It was like a perfect angle.
Yeah.
That's usually how that happens. When the guy steps in, you're trying to throw the inside
Yeah.
leg kick, and he steps in.
It happens every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Tries to sit down on a punch, and boom.
Oof, man.
I'm surprised he got up too.
I think so. Yeah.
He was rethinking this whole deal. Right?
When you're doing lunges and shit, you're
He's
like, what?
tough though. DJ is tough. He's really tough. He's a NorCal boy, and he's just super tough. He's always game to fight, and he brought some heat. He just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, do you
durable. He was durable. Yeah, I hear the thunder. That's crazy.
That is
I know.
crazy.
The thunder's
Can you hear
wild.
that on the? Can you hear that on the microphones?
For sure.
Wow.
Those are just sound effects for Rumble, you know?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to
yeah,
add to the
that's
show,
that's right. They knew you were going to be in studio today.
Man, I was like, I got burnt out, and I don't think many fighters don't admit that they get burnt out. You know, I got burnt out. I was like, man, I'm tired of this.
Like
This not even the weight cut was nothing.
Really?
I honestly just got tired of putting my body through everything. You know what I mean? The strict dieting, the running every day, pretty much. You know, just training overall, then having to deal with the rest of the world. You're trying to keep yourself straight, then you got other stuff outside of fighting that tries to get your attention or distract you and stuff. It's a lot to be an athlete.
Oh, I bet.
It's a
Can't
lot.
even imagine, man. So you've been like lifting a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
You got into that?
Dude, I haven't
bodybuilding?
lifted in 6 months though.
Really? Because it still looks swole. This guy looking fit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I look swole.
I mean, in a good way, man. It's still looking like fit, you know?
I've been an athlete since I was 8. I've been in the gym since I was 8. I took like a legit year. I won't say a year. I took a legit 6 months off and just, you let yourself go and you just live and,
life a little
bit.
Yeah.
You don't have to sacrifice anything. You get to kind of enjoy the finer things in life like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And just be happy.
Yeah.
If a fight that was supposed to happen 4 years ago is still a hot topic, that's not some $500,000 payday. No, that's worthy of every penny that you deserve to fight somebody, because at the end of the day, everybody comes out on top. The organization's obviously still going to come out on top, and the fighters come out on top because they got paid, and the fans come out on top because they got to see that one fight that they wanted to see. And
but what's your figure?
I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say no numbers right now. Put it like this: it's more than $1 million. Plus pay-per-view buys.
I never wanted to do something that did something so much damage to my body I couldn't recover. I'll be able to live the rest of your life. This is such a short period of your life. Like for me, I did it for a long time, 20 years. Like that's a long period of doing it, of this sport. But God willing, I have another 50 years to live. You know what I mean? Or 40 years. I mean, that's a long time. You know what I mean? So you're living a whole other life after fighting if you live another 40 years. Man, can you imagine not being able to walk somewhere or get in out of the car or get out of bed? Fuck that. No, thank you.
Well, we're going to have plenty of aches and pains.
Shit? Why are you trying to?
Because you old too, motherfucker.
Why are you trying to bunch me up in this wee shit? Huh?
But
I stretch a little bit here and there.
You're all good.
I don't ever stretch.
No,
I'm stiff as a brick.
Oh, really? It's all that weightlifting you do.
Yep, that too. And I don't stretch before or after. I'm like,
I never really.
I'm just tired, and I just go home and like shower and carb up.
That's it.
No stretching, and when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, maybe
never in my life have I ever laid down on a bench and just done bench press. Never, not one time in my life.
Ever?
Never.
Not in high school.
Dumbbell press.
Nope.
Nothing.
No.
You just don't even work out the chest.
No,
muscles,
I don't do my chest at all. You tell? I don't do my chest. Chest muscles don't help you win fights.
Hey, buddy. You need to move that picture.
It's very distracting, producer.
Oh shit! Don't be putting on any other ones either. He's like,
I know.
That's so
I probably
funny.
like that picture too.
No, so to go back to the Jon Jones thing is because you left, DC went to heavyweight, John's wiped out the division. Like, between the three, you guys wiped out
Honestly,
the whole division.
light heavyweight is boring right now.
Yeah,
I hate to say it.
There's only that guy Santos that I'm really interested in watching fight.
Yeah,
The guy with the big hammer on his chest.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not overly.
I like him as a fighter. I do like him as a fighter.
Yeah.
But and he could do what I did, go up in weight class and start just smashing.
Yeah.
Because you feel better, you confidence grows. I mean, I do think I can take Jon. I honestly believe I can beat anybody. Once again, I'm a fighter. I'm supposed to believe in my skills.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't win them all. Jon motivates me, to fight. Maybe he was the reason why I went up to light heavyweight, besides the weight cut. You know what I mean? Money is always motivational for me. But I'm also one of those guys, I love money, but I wasn't raised with it. So if I don't have it, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know how to survive without it.
Yeah.
But while I got it,
yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, you know,
I hear you.
What's the conversation with the UFC? Like you were just saying, you were at the Arnold, right? And
no, I didn't go to the Arnold.
Oh, you didn't go. You were.
I was in Vegas.
You were in Vegas
at the fight.
right,
actually,
at the
I saw Sean,
Shelby,
and we, you know, every time he sees me, he shakes my hand. He's super cool.
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he is.
I like Sean.
He is. We talked for maybe 10 minutes. Just once again, we talk like men, and you know. But of course, it came up.
Yeah,
you know,
what are the chances?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you ready to come back?" And I'm just like, you know. But he told me some stuff, but I'm not gonna say it on air. But he told me some good stuff. But I can't say, I'm not going to say I got to stick to what's right, because in a way I want to say that, but that's not the right words that I'm trying to say. I got to be true to myself is what I'm saying. Yeah, you see what happens? You see what happens whenever I start talking?
So as the thunder rolls.
Yeah, but he is dangerous.
He's good.
He's dangerous. I just don't see him beating Jon, but he could.
Well, but
he could land.
The guy that disrespects Jon Jones, if he lands on Jon's chin,
he'll attack Jon. He will attack Jon, but I've also seen him kind of get out of whack too whenever he's fighting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he reminds me.
He's wild. He'll get wild
He's
too.
wild and crazy and leaves himself open.
Yeah,
you know. And
exactly.
I was trying to tell you like AJ McKee, similar. He leaves himself open because he's so athletic. He knows he can get himself back before the person can counter. But I mean, I really enjoyed watching him fight.
He's entertaining.
Yeah,
he's entertaining. But back to Jon, or the fighting. I got to be true to myself, and I can't say true to the fans because they just want to see a fight for the most part. I got to be true to myself.
We talked about this earlier.
Yeah, I got to be true to myself with this, man. Come
on, spit it out. Spit it out.
Yeah, man.
Is it gonna happen this year? Is there somewhat of like when you guys talk to Sean?
It's nothing.
It's not even like
we
a
haven't.
conversation.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah,
you know, and he brought it up, and you know we joke back and forth and say stuff, but you know I got to be true to myself. This fight isn't. If it ever happens, you know, if the fight ever happens, it's for me. It's not for the organization. It's not for the fans. It's for me because. That's the one fight that was taken away from me that was always my motivation, you know, and the one person I wanted to fight at the end of the day. You know, it was never DC. It was never Glover. It was never Alex. None of those guys. My motivation was honestly to fight Jon. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take anything away from any of those other guys, you know what I mean? But those guys didn't motivate me like that. Gus did. Yeah, Gus motivated me.
What about Gus motivation?
Well, let's be real. He gave Jon an ass whooping.
Yes.
All right, he gave Jon that ass whooping.
I had him winning that first fight.
I thought he won.
Yeah, I thought he won.
I was watching. I'm like, you know, my ex, she's from Stockholm, and I'm like, I think y'all got a champion because I called her.
Yeah.
And then whenever, you know, we all know the results, but I think it still could have went either way. But I thought he won.
Yeah,
I thought
Alex won too.
Yeah, but if I ever fight Jon, it's just for me, and that's all the motivation I need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to think about family. I'm not trying to think of Tom, Dick, and Harry. I'm thinking of me when it comes to fighting Jon because once again, that's the one fight that got taken away from me, and that was the motivation that I had and I needed. You know, but if I fight him, it's all for me, and it's just one of those things, man. You know, but it doesn't, it won't. I think about will I regret never fighting him as you know when I get older?
Yeah.
And I want to say but at the same time I'm like not really. You know, because I think not really because I've kind of come to terms with it. Most likely isn't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But if it does, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
The heavyweight division isn't lacking anything. They got some monsters in there. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, just think of Jon not having to cut weight, me not having to cut weight, and we just go in there and we duke it out and just see what happens. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's why I wanted a heavyweight, so that way
no weight cuts.
No weight cuts. We both go in there and just let's see who the head honcho really is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just go out there and just let it all out.
Oh, people would love that. Did you mention that to Shelby at all or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Just curious.
Yeah, I
see what
didn't.
you're saying.
Yeah, I just but it would be an honor to fight Jon.
Yeah.
And I think what would make it so entertaining and so great of a fight, not just on our skill level, but the fact that we do respect each other as men and as fighters, we're going to fight even harder. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no ego between us. Yeah. You know, there's no bad blood and nothing like that. Yeah. Hey, I'm Jon, I'm gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in the cage and if I hit Jon, he's probably gonna look at me and like smile and give me a high five and be like, good hit. You know? And if he does some crazy shit to me, crazy spinning elbow that he does, you know, I'll probably say fuck it hurt, but good job. You know what I mean? We just gonna go at it. I just know he will. Yeah. If I fight Jon, then I think my career would be pretty much complete. Winning the title or not, of course, the goal is getting the strap. Yeah. But if I fight Jon and then I lose, I'll sleep so great at night just knowing that I fought the best of the best. When I get old, or whenever we get old, we can sit around and talk about, man, you know, y'all remember that crazy fight I had? And probably got our canes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Walking around, still boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I want to be able to tell the younger generation through my eyes what it was like, instead of like them actually looking on TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Of a fight that was done 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to be able to sit around a campfire and be like, yo, I knew Josh the Punk Thompson. He was fucking lethal. You know what I'm saying? And like just tell kids and grandkids like how dope of other athletes and fighters and whoever else you've been around. You know what I'm saying? And just share that with the
that experience.
Yeah.
Just be able to share that. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. I can see the UFC's hesitation, because what happens if you do win? You're not gonna fight again. Like, would you fight again? Like, who else?
If I fought Jon and I beat him, I would give him a rematch.
What if it wasn't him? What if they're like, no, we want you to fight.
We
want you to fight Brock.
I still say
we want you to fight.
I ain't fighting Brock. Man, come on, G.
Come on, man.
I fuck Brock up too. But
that's money.
That's money.
You'll make more money probably fighting Brock than you would Jon.
I get that. I get it. You know, you got to use your brain too and be business smart in this game. But to me, I'm like, it's a little bit more important than just the money. You know, I would. It's pride. It's, you know, it's everything you've worked for. You know, you get that opportunity, not just once. If you win, you get to do it again and show the world that this wasn't a fluke. Because some people, of course, people are going to be like, if you win by decision or if you just happen to knock somebody out and it was a weird knockout, they'd be like, oh, that was a fluke. It was a lucky punch or whatever. Nah. Yeah. Let's run it back.
I think with him, no matter how he loses, they're gonna make it run. They're gonna
run
it
course
back, for sure. Automatic rematch. Give him a chance to fix it.
Well, he deserves it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you not?
Especially if he gets knocked out.
Regardless.
Yes.
But then here's the thing, though. If he deserves it, even though he's a known cheater, right? I mean, and you have someone like Cyborg.
He pointed his finger.
Oh,
I know, right? I was going to say.
I wasn't pointing at you.
I didn't think to say that. I was like, wait, AJ,
I wasn't pointing at you.
Why are you throwing shade, bro? I thought we're cool.
If Jon wins, I mean, he's obviously tested hot a couple times.
Yeah.
He's still testing hot. I mean,
the thing about it though, dude, like people get it twisted. They get it so twisted, and PEDs, they do work. Obviously, you know, the tests have been proven and we've seen the results of they do work.
Vitor Buffer's walking proof.
Man, what? What? But at the end of the day, you cannot deny Jon Jones' skills.
No,
not
at all.
People want to forget how great this guy is because of the mistakes and fuck-ups that have happened throughout his career and, you know, whatever. the shit that he's done. You know what I'm saying? Or been involved with. People want to still think about that instead of thinking about, do you know how great this guy is? We're witnessing the greatest fighter at light heavyweight ever, and you want to talk about his fuck-ups. You know what I'm saying? They forget his skill. They forget how great he is.
Yeah, you don't have to be likable to be dope.
Yeah, I don't think that people are forgetting his skill level, and I'm not trying to say they're trying to replace, because I'm the person that's doing that. I'm not trying to replace his skill level. What I'm trying to say is that you look at Anderson Silva, very similar body styles. How long do you think he's been on steroids? Look at his performances. They started ramping up, doing better. After he lost in Japan to, I forgot the guy's name.
Chonin?
Yeah, Chonin with the knee bar. You just saw him ramp up after that. He came to the UFC and just started just walking through fools. I mean,
the skill level, the competition level though wasn't.
Rich Franklin at the time was the
It
man.
was just Rich Franklin though. You got to think about it. Nate Quarry offered. No, he didn't fight.
No, he fought.
Rich Franklin fought.
Yeah,
Nate Quarry. Yeah, but just think about it. Like Nate was good, and then you see how Rich beat him, and then Anderson comes in and demolishes Rich twice.
Yeah. I mean, that's always going to be one of the weakest weight classes, I feel, because that's that middle ground of like guys that are big enough to go play baseball, football, basketball, any of those other sports, right? Like, think about like Luke Rockhold. He's 6'3", you know.
He's a specimen.
Good looking guy, but I mean, at 185.
For 185, he's a monster.
But he walks around 210, 212, something like that. Normally, he walks around. But I'm saying that you guys that are in that 185-pound weight class, they're walking around about 205, 200, 210, maybe somewhere in there. You know, and then they're making the weight down. So those guys are big enough to play basketball, football. And they're athletic. If you're a fighter, you're pretty damn athletic.
It's getting a little bit better though right now.
It is.
You know, you got, who is it? Was it Yoel?
You got Yoel Romero.
Yoel.
You've got Whitaker.
You've
got
Gaslam.
Gaslam's tough.
Stylebender.
Yeah, Stylebender.
Jacare.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's like the
dudes.
those
Who's that dude that just got popped? He just get popped for steroids?
Who?
Santos? Was it not Santos? Campos or something? He's the one that was supposed to fight. Who was he just supposed to fight? And Jacare took his place. He's supposed to fight Yoel Romero. Now Jacare's fighting Yoel Romero.
I don't know.
When did he get popped?
Campo or something like that.
The name sounds familiar.
Someone said he tested positive. That's why.
Costa?
Oh yeah, Costa's coming up.
Oh,
he didn't get popped though.
Oh, he didn't get popped? Okay,
he got hurt.
He got hurt.
He got hurt.
Someone texted me saying he got busted
because
by
they were supposed to
USADA.
fight.
That's why.
He didn't get popped by USADA.
Okay.
I just actually watched a clip of him on Instagram this morning throwing
perfect.
uppercuts and stuff. Yeah, he's
perfect.
I think he just got hurt. He just got injured.
Sorry, I don't.
I know you're out here throwing accusations out. You gotta be careful with that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he just got hurt, man.
That would have been a fucking great fight.
Yeah,
but
I like him.
Yeah, he's tough.
His technique, his speed and power is like it's there.
We've known each other for a long time, us three.
Yeah,
I'm not, but I'm just simply saying that. When did you guys meet? How'd you guys? I never asked you guys this. How'd you guys meet? Or
we met here
in San Jose.
Yeah, it was one of the pro elite or Strike Force or whatever fights.
Really?
Yeah, but we were like kind of like mutually introduced by a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my college buddies. That's
George Mean, because you know
George
he's gonna watch this and be like, "You ain't seen my name."
George Mean. He was at the same gym as you,
Shooter Box USA.
Yeah.
And then he came up to me and said, "Hey, I got this dude, this black dude." He's like,
"Why?
Why's it gotta be black?"
That's George. I can hear George saying it though. He doesn't mean it like in a bad way. That's just how he talks.
He's painting
He's
the picture.
like, he's a beast. You know, he's naturally athletic. You know, you should, check him out. And yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah,
but
I
that was that, and then I met you.
Yeah.
Right after that.
Oh, right after that.
Right after
Oh, so
that.
you guys didn't really know each other for very long until I met you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because you was in LA.
Yeah.
You know when we met.
We did that party.
Yeah.
That nightclub or whatever. Yeah.
That was, you know what, that same, was it that same night? Yeah, that same night. I think that was the night I had met Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I met him that night. And, we were in the club or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember just I'm standing there, dude. I got on baggy jeans and some Air Force Ones and an
Eminem leather
Eminem
jacket.
Was it Eminem or was it the Reese's? It was the Reese's.
I think it was Eminem.
I had Reese's.
I think
I did have
it was
Eminem
I
too.
think. It was
I did have
Eminem.
Eminem too.
I got
all
that
the
picture.
candies,
That picture's floating around in my Facebook memories.
Really?
Yeah. One of these
Look at
days,
this
I'm
yellow
gonna load
M&M jacket right
go
there.
down, go down.
Go down.
No, go back up is what I'm meant to say. The one on the, I want to say the one on the right, the yellow one, but that I don't think
it wasn't
that's
that yellow. I don't think. Was it the whole thing? I thought it had more black in it. But it was.
No, it was yellow though. I do remember that.
Yeah, it
one.
was. It had some. It had a lot
I had
of yellow
that
on
one
it.
in the Reese's Pieces
No,
jacket.
it was the Eminem one, I believe.
Dude, I was fucked up when I went to LA.
You were fly, bro. You were fly dressing.
Y'all,
fly.
did you know how I was dressing?
Yeah.
I had on some Air Force Ones, some old ass baggy jeans, just because I couldn't afford any anymore. And I used to walk around with a fucking straw hat on in LA
hat.
and a jacket.
Is that a Jordan?
That's
thing?
Straw hat like a cowboy hat?
No, a straw hat.
Like
Not a cowboy hat, just a regular field straw hat.
Cap.
Really?
Straw cap.
Straw.
Hat.
No, like
Oh.
a big,
Oh,
a big,
damn.
a big
Yeah.
round.
Nobody was
Yeah.
gonna say shit too. That's right. That's like, all right, cool, man.
Yeah, so that's how dumb I was. Yeah, I met
those jackets were popular at the time. I remember. You know
I
what
met
I'm saying?
him, I think, right before I met you.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
because I wasn't sure if you guys had met a long time before that, and then
Nah.
No.
So all
And
of us
then-
have known. Well, I've known you two about the same time,
around the
pretty
same
much.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Robbie Lawler and Ben Askren?
Ooh, what do you think?
I don't think Robbie was out. I will say this though. I understand why Herb did that because when you're there, when you drop your hand and you're still awake, you're gonna drop your hand like this. Robbie was up here, and when he dropped his hand came down like
It's
that.
like this.
Yeah. So I see why Herb was like, give me some type of response. And when he touched Robbie, he did give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's what was weird.
Yeah. I don't know if that.
I think Herb just thought he was out. He
I
dropped
would've
his
thought he
hand.
was
He
out.
didn't pay attention.
I would've thought he was out.
Yeah.
When I was watching the fight, I thought he went out.
Yeah.
Because
But
you can
he
see
was-
right here, he gives him a thumb up. Right? See, thumbs
Yeah.
up. Boom. And his hand doesn't go down right after that. He keeps his hand up.
And Robbie
As soon
said
as,
he couldn't,
soon as
you know,
Herb touched it, he gave him the thumbs up. So he
Yeah,
was fine.
I don't understand
Robbie
why.
even told me because I went to the back and I talked
Look,
to him.
look.
really, you did.
Yeah. I went to the back and talked to him because, he's down in Florida with
yeah.
me. And
Yeah, see, he's already patting him on the chest when he's giving him the thumbs up. I'm like, what are
Yeah.
you doing, man?
And Robbie, I said, I asked him how he was doing.
Yeah.
And, of course, I asked him about the whole situation. He said he wasn't out at all.
Yeah.
He said he was about to try and pick him up again.
Mm-hmm.
Get up to his feet and work his way around it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Ben don't want that. He don't want that fight again.
No.
No.
And like UFC said, Robbie was a class act because he got upset for a second.
Yeah.
And the next second he was like, Herb, it's okay, man.
Yeah.
I
shit
said that.
happens.
I
Super
said that
professional, man.
the very first show we did after the fight. I said that. I think I did a Punk's opinion on it. I was like, that's the type of guy Robbie is, though, man.
He's so chill.
Like, you could obviously tell he was pissed and upset. But for a split second, he's like, you know what? Hey, it's too late now. Why get mad about it? Why continue to be mad about it? He was like, look, it happens. We're human. We all make mistakes. And he gave him a hug and was like, hey, came up and talked to him afterwards. Like, yeah, it's a fight game, man. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the business. So when I fought Pitbull, I got headbutt and got dropped, and I was like, I was mad as hell at Big John. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't see it? Well, he's like, well, the cage side judges said it was a punch that dropped you, and I'm like, no, man, like I got headbutted. So we had this conversation about the whole ordeal, but after you talk to after you understand where the refs aren't going to always be in the right position,
exactly.
the right place,
Exactly.
and then I think moments like that just verify that these refs or these cage side judges, they should all have monitors. They don't have monitors. They're watching the fight. So the angle's taken away where they can't see really what's going on. Like they should be able to look and see the angle, or they should be able to look on the monitor where the camera has a better angle.
They need real fighters.
Yeah.
as the
Because
judges
boxing
and stuff.
I believe boxing has monitors now. So boxing, they watch the fight, but the monitor's right in front of them. They watch that and they can look up if they want. So if the angle if the fight's going on and it's in a different corner or it's too close to them and they can't see what's going on, they can look at the monitor where the camera has a better view. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But Robbie's always been a class
Dude,
act,
he
man.
Ben. If Herb was going to make a call, he should have made it when Ben was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, but
I thought the same thing.
But
He
even that was
getting-
It would have been suspect.
yeah.
But look at him. Dude is out. He's out for a second. He's out right there.
Yeah,
Boom.
right.
Those
Boom.
shots right there.
Yeah. But Robbie woke his ass back up. You know what I mean?
I thought they were going to call it right there. You're
Everybody
right.
thought he was going to call it right there.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that, dude, he was fucking punching a hole through his face.
He was.
That was nasty, man. Like
right there.
That last left hand when he stands up, right, this one right here, boom.
His
fucking head bounced off the canvas. I was like, good God.
And the thing about it, I had commented, too bad, Ben won't give that man, won't show that man the respect, the same type of class and give him a rematch. Of course, you got your keyboard warriors and stuff talking and all that, but I don't blame Ben either though. At the same time, and Ben said, "No, I'm not happy with my performance, but I'm not going to give him a rematch." I'm like, buddy, you know what? I don't blame you because the next time y'all fight, if it ever happens again, it's going to be murder.
Oh yeah,
The thing is honestly, that's vintage Robbie Lawler right there.
Oh, he came in ready though.
Yeah, he came in ready.
Looked good.
And not only that, but then
You see how his hand went down?
Yeah.
It does look like he was out.
But he wasn't out.
I hear you.
No one jumps up that fast and is like, what the fuck?
And even if you're out a little bit and you stand up that fast, you're gonna be like,
I said
he didn't. He stood up and was like, yo, I'm good.
Yeah, I saw that he said he couldn't hear her because of the arm and his other.
It was over his ear. The arm was over his ear.
When you watch it over and over, you kind of say, yeah, he should have stopped it, but when you see the reaction Robbie has, you're like, maybe he shouldn't have stopped it.
Yeah. Well, like you said, he wasn't woozy. He just popped right out.
The commission came out and said,
watch his hand.
Yeah, the commission came out and said, they're like, oh, we thought it was a good stoppage.
Dude, he had to pass out.
Yeah.
I'm right. When I'm seeing this, the way he dropped it,
you would think,
he had to pass out a little bit.
Man,
almost out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's just there. He's comfortable. I mean,
right here, his arm's in an awkward position. There's no need to have it up top, right?
Yeah,
but then as soon as his hand hits, he moves. He moves his hand a little bit.
Ben lifted up his head, and Robbie's hand just kind of fell off when Ben lifted up his head. That kind of indicates he's out. But
I don't think he was out.
I mean, I'm not gonna say the man. Who am I to fucking say anything? But I don't believe Robbie was out, but I can see what Herb was like.
Yeah,
for sure, he was out.
Yeah, because look at us, we're all watching it right now, and we can all say, you know what, it looked like he was out.
This was dope.
He picked him up like he's a fucking.
Ben had never been picked
sister.
up like that before.
No.
Yeah.
Man.
And then he's just like, and I don't think Ben's ever been hit that hard.
It's like, what?
He looked like a Pez dispenser, just head snapping back and shit. Like,
now they got him ranked number 6.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, he's 6 already.
Wow. I mean, but the thing is, they're gonna fight again. He's already
deserved.
Dana said they're running it back. He's like, hey, we're running that back. Yeah.
So he's gonna make him do it.
Yeah, he's gonna make him do it. Otherwise, he's probably ain't gonna fight him more.
They will.
Hey, I'll just sit you on the sideline. I'll sit you on the side. You're now in the biggest organization in the world. You got to do what we say.
Yeah.
Where else you gonna go? None of the other organizations want you, bro. Like, you were the champion there. You put some people to sleep with your fights. This fight was good. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining because he was getting fucked up.
Yeah, but Robbie made it. It was entertaining.
Which you know is going to happen.
Yeah.
When you fight Robbie, he has never been in a boring fight.
But Ben's always been known to take big shots. He fought Sapo in what's it called? In one. Fuck, man. He took some big fucking shots against Sapo, but just kept getting him down. Sapo gassed out, couldn't get up. But
Ben's wrestling is outrageous.
He's definitely funky.
It's good.
Definitely funky.
It's good,
Total
but
funky.
the thing is, though, is that you already know what he's gonna do, and the thing is,
but can you stop
He's
it?
not
You
even
can't stop it.
explosive.
No,
He just crawls.
It's like
Works his way
awkward
up.
though.
Randy Couture.
It's like this awkward.
Randy Couture. That Matt Lindland. He's not explosive. Remember, he's not explosive.
He was Greco though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Greco.
Yeah.
But still, like, if he got into that body lock position,
You knew
he was
you
gonna
knew what
take
time
you
it
down.
was,
He
yeah.
took you down like shit.
You couldn't get out of it either. Kamaru definitely deserves every bit of this championship, belt that he has in his hands right now. He deserves it. Yeah. He was one of the guys that he did separate himself from the rest, even when in training. He minded his business. You can always tell he was focused. Even in the warm up, he's like, when you see somebody focused, they ain't saying nothing. They not even trying to look at you when they're warming up. Yeah. They're looking straight. They're looking down at the ground or something, not looking at anybody else. That was him. So to me, I warm up differently. I'm warming up. I'm bouncing around, laughing. You know what I'm saying, telling jokes or whatever. He wasn't about that. He was about getting there early, warming up, training hard, still not talking really during training, and he's outgoing for the most part.
Yeah.
And then after training, he warms up. He doesn't warm up. He'll
cool down.
He'll do a cool down. He'll do wrestling drills for about 10, 15 minutes, cooling down and movements, take down the fence, just cool down. Then he'll go and stretch, and he'll go home. Simple. That was his routine. You know what I mean? And he's not a big trash talker. Very respectful. Works hard. Beautiful family. His family's amazing. Really? You know what I mean? So he has the overall package. You know,
the right
he's got
the
right mindset.
Right surroundings.
His strike. Because when he first started striking, of course, for a wrestler, you pick striking up pretty fast when you're a wrestler and you start striking.
You just gotta have the balls to throw.
Yeah. And like for the longest, he was such a wrestler that he wouldn't do anything but kind of like take people down. That's what he was good at.
Yeah.
Coming straight from OTC to fighting, your wrestling's gonna be on point. Yeah. Especially, that's a whole nother level when you're wrestling at OTC. So I remember the first day he actually punched me. He threw a jab, really? And he hit me. And I was like, all right, he got lucky. All of a sudden, he did the same move, hit me again. Yeah. I was like, all right, that's twice. Then all of a sudden, you see it coming together for him. Just boom, he was hitting me 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, I'm thinking I'm sucking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it wasn't me sucking; it was him getting better. Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I'm just so happy for the man because he deserves every bit of what he has right now.
Yeah, because I think Ben poses a threat for him.
I don't think so. I think Kamaru has better movement. Obviously, he's not flat-footed. He moves up and down, level changes. He mixes it up. Ben is kind of like,
don't throw him.
Yeah. So
he's able to keep getting the takedowns though. That's the thing with Ben.
When if you got a wrestler that's fucking good and he got some good hands, it's gonna make for a long night for Ben.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Ben Askren is gonna be a long night for him.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's gonna be able to get if he gets Usman down early and often in the first 2 rounds.
Marty's not bad getting off the ground. His jiu-jitsu was actually solid.
Bad.
When I say he works, and he works. Yeah. He goes to the gym every single day. He's not fucking around.
He just got his black belt.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He just got his black belt.
In jiu-jitsu.
Damn.
Right after, a few days after his fight.
Oh, that's right.
But he really does. Right? Yep, George Santiago. But Kamaru really does go to the gym and work out. He doesn't miss a private. He doesn't miss a class. He will be there. Good. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not a slouch. No. He's not a slouch. So people don't.
That's what happens when you.
They don't show that part because he's not really a big name yet. So you don't know.
Well, he is now.
But you don't know what he really offers as far as like work ethics and stuff like that.
So who poses a threat for him then? Robbie.
Well, Tyron still poses a threat. He'll never fight Robbie because they're teammates.
Oh, they're teammates.
Yeah, they train. Yeah,
I didn't
he's
know
at the
that.
gym. He trained with me whenever he was down there.
Like for you're talking about it already. You said like, hey, if I fight Jon Jones, I wanted to fight Jon Jones. Your goal is to fight Jon Jones. If you win, sure you're gonna keep fighting. But if you lose, you're like, look, I did everything I wanted. You just said it earlier. That's exactly what goes through fighters' minds. I accomplished my goal. My goal is to fight Jon Jones. I accomplished my goal to fight for a title.
But to fight Jon Jones and win.
Yeah, and to win. But you know what I'm saying?
But I'll still go out there and give my all.
Yeah, I agree. But after the fight, let's just say it didn't go your way. Okay, I'm not trying to say that. Knock on wood, it does. But what I'm simply saying is that you said yourself you'd be okay with if you fight again.
I kind of just have no choice but to be okay with it. I'm not going to let it. I'll be okay because I'm not going to let it fuck with me mentally and just make,
your motivation moving forward wouldn't be the same as if before you fought Jon Jones.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens. I think the athletes, after they fight for the title, it's like, okay, look, I got there. I can say that I fought for the title. Sure, of course, I would have wanted to say I won that title, but it didn't happen. But I got there. It lets you know that you were one of the best in the world at one point in time in your life. I look back still sometimes I'll look back at the old UFC rankings in 2002, 2003, and I was ranked number 1 in the world from 2002 to 2000, like almost 2004.
Yeah.
It's like, I look back and like, man, that was a long time ago. You know what I mean? I mean, I still go back even too when I was fighting Gilbert and I came in the UFC and fought.
With the
And you rank, number 2 or 3, and you're like,
and then when y'all had the blonde,
a little blonde streak there, yeah, yeah. Still got the same hairstylist too. She's been doing it for years, 15 years now, man. Crazy.
Dang, really?
Yeah, 2004, 2005. Yeah, Vasana. Yeah, crazy, man. That's nuts.
I just in MMA, I wish, I hope that every fighter reaches their goal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want them to be in this sport just because they think it's cool. Like, if you get in this sport, man, get in it and actually go out there and fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because
in any sport.
Yeah, any sport. Go all out. Sport. But it's also because if you don't go all out, you just pretty much
wasted your
time, and you wasted somebody else's time. Not even and your opponent. But when I say wasted somebody else's time, there was another fighter that would have loved to have been in that position. So you wasted a couple of people like some time for no reason.
Do you ever see guys like in the gym kind of half-assing it or not putting it all in?
Yeah, it happens. Even the best of the best, they half-ass it sometimes. You just can't go 110 miles an hour all the time. You got to listen to your body, and just some days you're there and some days you're just not. It happens.
You got to remember this. You go to AKA in the fight room at noon, there's 40 guys in there. But guess what? Only 6 or 7 of them are actually in the big shows. So what are you all doing here? I've had this conversation with all of them. We talk about it all the time. Bob Cook and my agent, talk about it all the time. If you are not here every day training and you're not in a big show yet, why are you not here every day? If you're not in the UFC, if you're not in Bellator, if you're not in ONE, I mean, like, why are you? If you're not in those shows, why are you not here every day? You'd be here every day, twice a day. If not, you're really just taking punches to the head, fucking up your brain for no fucking reason. This is not a sport you can half-ass it. Yeah. This is not one of those things. Like, you're really creating brain damage, body damage to your body every single day that you're going to live with the rest of your life. Now, football, I would probably say the same thing, about equivalent to the same thing, but you're with like tennis and golf, and you can get away with being a little half-assed if you're a good athlete. If you're, but then in fighting you can't. You slip a little bit. When I've
been there.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've did it.
When I'm not in camp and I come in, guys that I usually smoke, they're fucking me up. Right when I get back into my training camp, I'm
that first man. 2 or 3 weeks.
You're getting taken down by dudes that normally can't take you down. You're getting punched in the face by dudes that you normally don't get punched by, or you're fucking up every day. I mean, guys are tapping you that shouldn't be tapping you. You're like, shit, man, what is going on? You're like, man, I was just here 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. This is bullshit.
That's crazy.
Because I know there's damage. Like when I haven't sparred for a while, and I go back in and start sparring, even 2-3 weeks, come back, start sparring. That first week and a half, 2 weeks, and my forehead's all sore and tender from just taking shots. And you got headgear on. I have good headgear. Right? Expensive ass winning headgear. Really fucking expensive. Yeah. I don't know if that means it's good, but it's but like my forehead's all lumped up. I got lumps on the side of my head. Like it's real tender to touch. It sucks. So you're doing some damage to your body. Yeah.
I never got hit much in training. I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Lying ass.
Yo, no.
Anyways, to wrap this up, though, I want to talk. What your work? Last time we talked to you, you were big in doing something with the weed industry.
Yeah, I'm doing CBD.
CBD now.
Yeah, my company's called Competitive Body Development.
Okay.
CBD.
Is it now? But you were saying there was a lot of stuff you were doing in Canada though first.
Yeah, right? I got a. I don't have, but I know people up in Canada that I'm affiliated with. They have obviously the cannabis. You know what I mean? They're making big moves. They're just waiting on an opportunity for to get CBD up there because it's illegal up there, which is so weird. Yeah, it's illegal up in Canada. They can grow weed, but they can't get CBD. Yeah, but we can't grow weed, but we can get that. It's weird. It's crazy. Yeah. And everything's going pretty good. I got my business partners and Paul Bernier and Courtney and John and Steve, and just our guys are just amazing. I will say like the staff is pretty much like an all-star team. We just got to put everything in order, even better, to make it go faster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's crazy how in business you don't realize how much you have to wait on other people when it comes to this paperwork and this crazy shit. Well, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking stupid sometimes. on the dumbest shit too.
Yeah,
like,
see, normally when we film our podcast, right, I'm usually like here waiting for these two knuckleheads to show up. But today you were late, so they actually.
I wasn't
they
late.
were
He
early.
was late. I was late because of him.
Asian.
Right.
He was eating.
Like,
He on that Vietnamese time.
We were eating dim sum. We ate some dim sum.
he is not Vietnamese.
But it's fun. You know, I've met a lot of good people, not just good, but great people in the business. It excites me whenever I'm around other businessmen because I see how they think, and then I'm like, damn, I should have been thinking this way a long time ago.
It brings something different out of you.
It does. You know, it's not the norm where you're like, you know, we're around fighters and talking about the next fight or this girl or what I'm doing this weekend to go party.
Yeah.
No, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But with the CBD stuff, man, you know, you meet a lot of great people that are truly passionate about cannabis and stuff like that. Because it's not even about the money for them, but we love money.
Yeah.
But it's not about really the money for them. Even though they're businessmen. But what I'm saying is that they have a passion for it because everybody in this whole entire world has had a family member going through some type of pain or cancer. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, we can provide medicinal marijuana for the people that need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get excited over that because they know it can help somebody. Or, you know, the medicinal marijuana will take away this pain. It may make this person feel better. It may help cure this and that. You know, those guys truly get excited about it. And they know, like, every strain, every ingredient that's in whatever it could be. You know what I mean? So it's not like just some chumps that just want to get in it just to make a quick buck. Because you spot them instantly. You spot them instantly.
There are a lot of those out there, right?
Yeah. So the guys that I'm involved with are really good. They're passionate about what they do. They're men. You know what I'm saying? So they shake your hand like a man with a firm grip, and they look at you in the eye whenever they're talking to you, and while they shake your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to respect the individual that does that.
I like the idea or anything that we can bring in that's more natural that will get us away from people getting stuck on Oxycontin and Vicodins. You know, I was 18 years old. I never had surgery before. I never had taken a Vicodin. And I had one of my first fights. I broke my patella in half. I had to get 2 screws put in, so I had surgery. I didn't tear my ACL, MCL, none of that stuff, but I broke my kneecap in half, so I have 2 screws.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, so I have 2 screws in there, put some
That
wire
shit
in
made
there.
me not fight.
Yeah, so after that though, but at that knee surgery, that was the first time I ever taken Vicodin. Well, I never had taken it before. No one told me you have to make sure you're hydrated. I couldn't shit for like almost 2 weeks. Fucking yeah, because it makes you constipated.
Oh,
So
buddy.
it was nasty cramps, dude. You couldn't, like, your stomach's all bloated, like you can't shit. There's nothing you can do. Like, and you just gotta hydrate. No one told me until I went back to my doctor for the checkup, but they didn't tell me. And I didn't start feeling that way because I had my first checkup like the next day after the surgery, and then I had another one like 3 days later because it was over the weekend on a Monday. Then I still hadn't shit, and I finally I was like, hey. You know, like I didn't realize anything was. I was fucking drugged up. You're drug. Anything you can do to
dog, it
get
ain't
people,
funny.
and it's addicting.
It ain't funny, but bro, it ain't funny, but I ain't trying to be a nasty motherfucker right now. But I'm just thinking, like, boy, when you finally went,
Oh boy! the thing is,
Oh,
man,
it's all bad.
shit.
All
I thought I was
bad.
gonna have to get a stitch to get that shit back up.
when I dropped DC, I was like, well, shit. It's about to go down. Your boy about to be a champion.
Oh shit!
I was about to say this fat motherfucker. But that's just me talking. But his big ass hit the ground and bounced right back up. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
I call him Kung Fu Panda, man. That
Bro.
fool, he can do a standing backflip.
He can?
Yes, 40 years
That's
old.
the thing. People don't realize how athletic he is. Like, the way he's built, it fools you.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
think about it. He can throw. He can actually head kick. He head kicks. He tries to head kick people all the time. He's flexible. He can do a standing backflip without any like lead up or anything. Just stand in one spot, boom, backflip.
Really?
He's probably
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's extremely athletic.
Yeah.
And if you actually go back and you watch some of his earlier fights, dudes trying to shoot on him, like this big guy named Tony Johnson.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Big
he's
Tone.
old school.
Yeah, he old school. Yeah, Big Tone tried to take him down in one of his King of the Cage fights, man. But you watch DC switching hips in the air, like sprawling, turning hips, hip toss, like just crazy. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, man, it was a fun ride.
Hey, it may not be done though.
It may not be done.
You just gotta call me and let me know first though before you let it go public. Come on, man.
I give you the first interview.
Scoop.
I give you the first interview.
We'll FaceTime you in. You don't gotta fly in the studio. I'll FaceTime you in.
We'll take a Skype.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I want you to be. Hey, you guys heard it here first. I'm getting the first interview. I'm getting the first fucking interview.
First interview.
Damn
sure.
right.
Yeah, a lot of
you know
people-
what? This is actual verbal agreement. I can hold this up in court. I'll sue your ass.
Yeah, all right.
Sue that ass. No.